Hey, what's up, viewers? Patrick from Bob versus Only, back in our videos, episode number 2 of Purpose Week on Bob versus of the day. And today's verse comes out of Isaiah 46, verse 10. And it says, I make known the end from the beginning, from ancient times what is still to come. I say, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please. And that's what that verse means. And let's get into it. It is time for the church recap. This sermon yesterday was really interesting. So, you viewers already know the song, The 12 Days of Christmas. Well, there's a theory, and the theory is that it was written for two reasons. And one of the things about this song, at least the theory says it, that each of the gifts that are talked about in the song have a Christian, I don't want to say a Christian meaning, but they basically have something to do with the Bible. And I'm going to go through these in order. So, the first one, a partridge in a pear tree, that represents the birth of Jesus, where you can actually find that passage in Luke chapter 2, and we specifically read verses 10 through 11, which I'll read in a little bit. The two turtle doves, that represents the Old and the New Testament. The three French hens represent faith, hope, and love. That passage where it talks about faith, hope, and love can be found in 1 Corinthians 13, in verse 13, which I'll read in a little bit as well. The four calling birds represent the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The five golden rings, the first five books, represent the first five books of the Old Testament: Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and Joshua. The six geese a-laying, the 6 days of creation, which you can find that starting in Genesis chapter 1, starting with verse 1. The seven swans a-swimming are the seven spiritual gifts. You can find that talked about in 1 Corinthians 12, starting with verse 7. The 8 maids a-milking represents the 8 Beatitudes, which is found in Matthew 5, verses 1 through 12, which says, Now when Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them. These are the Beatitudes. He said, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven, for in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. The 9 ladies dancing, the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control, etc. The 10 Lords of Leaping, the 10 Commandments, which can be found in Exodus 20. The 11 pipers piping is the 11 disciples. And the 12 drummers drumming, that represents the Apostles' Creed. And that's all for the verse portion. And the verse to leave today is John 3:21, which says, But whoever lives by the truth comes into the light, so that it may be seen plainly that what they have done has been done in the sight of God. And that's going to do for the video. Thanks for watching. And see you next time again, viewers. In every way, God's way is always the best way.